Up next, the Jazz taking on the Spurs. For Utah, playing at a high level deep into the season, and they're hungry to keep it going tonight. Spurs, Jazz is next. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. Let's get started. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. And a good portion of the starting lineup is out for this team. A lot of fill-ins tonight.
Dealing with a number of injuries, missing some key pieces, an uphill battle for the time being.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Fox. And it's Wesley in at the 1 spot. And for the Jazz, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Keontae George. And it's MP in at the 3 spot. And Greg, in this Game 3 of group play, 2 undefeated teams in this NBA Cup tournament. You know, something's got to give, right?
And this is where that competitive instinct of the players starts to kick in. And, Kevin, the cup may not be the Larry O'Brien trophy, but neither one of these teams wants to take that first L in the tournament.
And MP throws it down.
I've got to tell you, the athleticism of MP is really showing off right now.
And here is Fox. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. And the rejection by MP.
When Fox drives, he knows he's going to get contact, but he stays locked in and gets the foul call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And, guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Richard, you talked about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running. And I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
MP finds Collins. Utah moving it around. MP, no good. And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Vassell doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Clarkson.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And they double up MP. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Fox against Clarkson. Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Kessler. Vassell wide open. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Offensive rebound. On the wing, MP. Covered by Vassell.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now, here's Fox. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. A miss that time would have put him up.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
MP sets the screen for Clarkson. And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Yep, that one goes.
He wasn't going to settle on that play. Vassell with the assertive take to the bucket.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Pass to Wembanyama. Wesley with the ball. 1:46 left in the first quarter of the game. Snatched up. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And we're now around the midway point through the group stage games. So let's check out the NBA Cup standings.
Well,
and here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
There's a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. Walker Kessler is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's MP in at the small forward spot. That's the group. Unbelievable move by MP.
oh man, MP to be young again.
Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against the Knicks. Fox against George. Johnson. And the rejection by MP. The open look here for Sexton. A three-pointer is right on target. Sexton's got 5. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Clock at 6. George against Fox. Cranes the three-pointer. He's got 7.
That's encouraging to see. Fox knows how important it is to cash in from deep.
And you know, De'Aaron Fox put it down!
Oh my gracious, way to get up.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Sexton for 3. The rebound by Champagnie. The Spurs have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And the shot goes in. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
I love whenever Johnson looks to really score inside. Certainly has the touch and the confidence to get it done in there.
MP kicks to Sexton. Back to MP. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And the Jazz lead by 1.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
Yes to Champagnie. Now Johnson. Now here's Fox. And it's MV with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. 2 minutes. To the left side wing. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all good.
Close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Jazz out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll be back with you right after this.
For the West, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No one has been able to slow him down lately. Also, on and off the court, his leadership has been great for this team.
Let's shift focus back to the Utah Jazz, who find little separation after one half of play.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots.
Thank you for being with us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
On the court for San Antonio. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Wesley in at the 1. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for the Spurs.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal.
Previous plays to review the play.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
2 on the clock.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
MP, no good. Spurs trail by 3. For the tie, Fox, no good.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Here's Vassell. And the rejection by MP. And that's on about San Antonio will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Clarkson.
Colin Sexton.
Watch outside.
Vassell outside. And the 3 off target.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ballgame.
And the dunk by MP.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Wembenyama, right side. Here's Sohan. And another turnover here by San Antonio. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Utah. Johnson's checked in for the Spurs. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, MP. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. Ron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Fox against Sexton. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And the rejection by MP. There's 1:38 left here in the third quarter. And the dunk by MP.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Fox. Drives to the hoop. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got 3 assists tonight. And here are the Jazz now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. MP passes to Kessler. And here's Sexton. Guarded by Fox. MP with a screen on Westbrook. Sexton's shot is good.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Pass to Sohan. And here is Wesley from beyond the arc. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
That one drops for him. MP's got 32 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Wembanyama looking it over. Here's Sohan. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from Markkanen. In the corner, George with it. Back to MP. MP getting it done for the Jazz. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick.
Hardy is called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Here's MP. Clarkson on the wing. Outside Collins. Pass to George. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Spurs trail by 13. The pairing up front. It'll be Collins and Kessler. George out there with Clarkson. And it's MP in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Jazz.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference. and earned them the W.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Here's Vassell. And it's MP with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that play.
And the dunk by MP.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pass to Vassell. Launches it. Traps in the tray. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. MP looking around. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. MP's got 41. Here's Fox. And the rejection by MP. Driving inside. And the dunk by MP. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Olin and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. See you next time.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow. Great win tonight, MP. It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
Just a reminder, folks, to make sure to be here for a figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot, Jazz the Bear.
The National Basketball Association and the Utah Jazz are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to eviction and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member.
Reminder fans, we hope you'll come and join us for our trading party. The first 10,000 fans in the arena will receive a trading card pass. Arrive early to the fan zone and get them signed by Jazz Bear.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant, serving up some holiday basketball for you fans out there. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you as well, my partner. I mean, there's just something special about watching basketball during the holiday season. Hey, and we're in for a treat.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Christian Brown out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Watson in at the three. The small forward took the opportunity when he saw it.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
To the wing on the left. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Jokic the screen. There's the three. Westbrook can't hit. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. And this team is in a fantastic rhythm right now. They've won 17 straight games.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head, because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this crew. That's not gone away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, what? It's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
And here's Westbrook. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Here's Jokic. Collins with the rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
MP no good. Westbrook taking his time here. Outside Watson. The three ball. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
MP, the pass to Sexton. And here's MP from outside. Knocks down the triple. MP's got 7 points.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship game.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Strawther's checked in for Denver. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The rebound by Markkanen.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Back to MP. Launches it. Nails it from 3. He's got 12.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Pass to Gordon. Westbrook outside. Jokic the screen. The 3 is up. Westbrook with the miss.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Back to MP. Gordon pulls it in. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 5. Gordon outside from behind the arc. The rebound by the Jazz. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Pass to Jokic. With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is, isn't it?
Substitution on the court.
MP looking around. Muscling it home, MP.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Nuggets trail by 15. On the court for the Nuggets. They've got Peyton Watson. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Zeke Naji. And it's Chanchar in at the small forward position. Here's Strawther. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
MP finds Kessler. Can't cash it in from close range. Nuggets trail by 13. Pass to Chanchar. Collins with the defensive effort.
Yeah, he just flat-out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Picked it out of midair. Watson with it, now guarded by MP. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, because, I mean, they could use all the second-chance points they can get.
Here's MP. Oh, MP throws it down.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
1:56 left in the second. Nuggets trail by 13. And what you love about this Denver offense, Grant, by and large, they take good shots.
Oh, they do. Top 5 in field goal percentage over the last 5 seasons. And a lot of that is Jokic delivering the ball to the right guy at the right time.
Utah has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. George for 3, sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
In general, they're finding good looks from beyond the arc, steadily improving as this game's going along.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. A line change. So it's Utah up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. More 2K action in just a moment.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, on paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they got to avoid mental errors.
Shaq, you agree with Kenny?
Not on most things, but this case, yeah,
maybe.
Yes.
It took you too long.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Utah Jazz. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
George and Sexton in the backcourt. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. And it's MP in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Here's MP. Oh, MP throws it down.
When MP uses his vertical like that, I can get with it. I mean, athleticism should not be wasted.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Pass to Jokic. To the paint. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Down low. Here's Jokic. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And here's Gordon from the arc. The rebound by MP. MP's got 4 rebounds now.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, B.A., you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
Westbrook against George. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game. MP inside. He's against Watson. MP no good. Here's Brown. And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. A different look. On the court for Denver. Zeke Naji out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Pickett in at the point. Pass to Strother. Let's go with a 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Utah leading by 16. MP inside. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Tyson. We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. Here's Pickett. Utah grabs the miss. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Kessler. Sexton with it. 6 to shoot. To the inside. It's tipped. To the middle. Here's Naji. Sexton grabs the board. MP finds Collins. Now here's George. Pass to MP. The 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. It's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Outside Watson. Here's Jokic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Kessler. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. that with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
That's a confident, bad young man right there. MP, unafraid to show off his handle.
Pass to Brown. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
MP laid it in with a nice touch off the window. MP's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Utah leading by 19. Outside Sexton. Collins passes to Sexton. From deep, MP. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Jazz.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Here's Brown. Gordon outside. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Jokic. He's covered by Kessler. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Watson. The Nuggets need to get one up. Here's Westbrook. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. And it's Utah with the ball. MP outside. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it to George. Second chance shot. Can't connect. So we see the Jazz taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long, everybody.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
Way to bring home that W. You ready to give these fans what they paid for?